Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Sports Mitch. Really want to introduce my guest today. Works on a farm, owns his own building. One of my favorite people from any show ever. You're right, you guessed it. I got Dwight Schrute today. Dwight is my guest. Do you feel a little stressed out today, Dwight? You haven't really done any shows lately.
Nothing stresses me out, except having to seek the approval of my inferiors. Speaking of which,
Well, that was a little rude, I would say. But I am a huge fan of you. Do you really have anything, I don't know, maybe anything nicer to say?
I'm about to do something I think. Would an idiot do that? And if they would, I do not do that thing.
All right, kind of done with you. That was a little rude. So let's get to the show at this point. If there's any topics you want me to accomplish, just say them down at the bottom there. So first off, we're going to start with the Cardinals beating the Browns. Cardinals have had 4 victories this year. They were on streak to have back-to-back 3-win seasons. Not really what you want. But I do want to say, good job to Kenyon Drake. Got 4 touchdowns, over 130 yards, and he tied Al Bundy's record of 4 touchdowns in one game from Polk High School. So congratulations to him. Also, David Johnson's up for the Walter Payton Man of the Year. I know the NFL gets a bad rap, and at times it definitely deserves it. Walter Payton Man of the Year is for whoever does the most for the community. He started the Johnson 31 Foundation. Johnson 31 Foundation collected a bunch of iPads, Xboxes, everything. They gave them to a pediatric hospital where all the kids got to play with them for as long as possible. And the 31 Foundation is a lot for places around Arizona. So if you can, definitely vote for David Johnson. I believe you just go to the Facebook link and do hashtag David Johnson to put in your vote. But ASU hired Zach Hill, offensive coordinator, over the weekend. Zach Hill is originally from Washington. He's statistically the best Central Washington University quarterback ever, threw for more than 8,000 yards and over 80 touchdowns. Ever since then, he went to Eastern Washington University, played there for, I believe, it was 6 years, where their offense continued to get better, and they actually won their conference about 5 of those 6 years. So I'm really excited to have Zach Hill join the ASU, hopefully have some more wins under their belt, so I have more to talk about from ASU, even though they are going to the Sun Bowl this year for the 3rd time in 7 years. Today, the Suns play at 7 against Portland. Suns have been on a horrible skid. They start off red hot. They're at 3 wins, 7 losses in the last 10 games. Everyone's kind of waiting for DeAndre Ayton to come back. But at the beginning of the season, I thought they were going to be a 30-win team, and I really think that's about where they are. This is where expectations really comes into play. I think as Suns fans, we're used to seeing them get 20 wins, but when you start red hot, I think 30 wins just seems really disappointing right now. Josh Gordon is suspended again. And really, there's only 2 ways to look at it. And I'm not really going to spend any time on this. There's 2 ways to look at it. There is the side of where you look at him and you say, it's really sad. He had everything going for him. Addiction gets the best of you. And I understand that is a way. That is one of the ways to look at it. The second way to look at it is he had everything and he lost it because he decided to be into drugs. You can look at it either way. I'm not going to convince you any differently either way on this. So, but he is suspended again. I don't see him coming back. 5th time suspended indefinitely for drugs. And it's just a sad story. But Hall of Famer Terrell Suggs joined the Chiefs after being cut from the Cardinals. He was really looking forward to coming back to the Ravens, but the Chiefs first. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes into that defense because this year he hasn't been the most productive by any means. One of the big stories I want to talk about, though, is when the Browns were playing the Cardinals, a lot of the Browns players told the Cardinals that they said, come get them, which is really sad because it's the Cardinals. They're a 4-win team. Cleveland has more wins than they do. But this is why you actually need a really good head coach. I know a lot of people say head coaches don't really matter in the NFL. The head coach can keep this team in check, at least a little bit better. He can at least keep their egos down. If Pittsburgh can do it, why can't Cleveland? So Cleveland's definitely, well, they're pulling in Cleveland. I don't know why we expected any differently. I know they have all that talent compared to most years, but Cleveland's pulling in Cleveland. If there's any, thanks everyone for joining. If there's any subjects that we talk about below, we can definitely talk about them. I know currently the Saints are playing. Drew Brees threw a touchdown earlier today to go up 10-0. So Drew Brees is now 2 touchdown passes away from breaking Peyton Manning's career touchdown record, who I believe Drew Brees is the greatest quarterback of all time and keeps proving it every time he goes back out on the field. I mean, that's everything I had for today. If you want to put anything down, there wasn't really too much craziness that happened in sports this week. Oregon Ducks beat Michigan in Michigan. That was probably the biggest Pac-12 news. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Have a great day. Make sure to cheer on those Saints.